Hello friends, welcome back to the class. Today's topic is drugs acting on receptors. So let's start the topic, drugs acting on receptors. So here, what are the receptors? Receptors are identified by neurotransmitter or hormone. So these receptors identified by neurotransmitter or hormones, and these neurotransmitter or hormone interact with receptor, then they activate the receptor shows some biological response. So on this basis, the receptors are classified into adrenergic receptor, cholinergic receptor, dopamine receptor, histamine receptor, and amino acid receptors. So here the topic about drugs acting on receptors. Receptors are identified by specific neurotransmitters or hormones. Here the receptors are classified adrenergic receptor, cholinergic receptor, dopamine receptor, histamine receptor, and amino acid receptor. Now today's topic about adrenergic receptors. So the topic about adrenergic receptor. What are the adrenergic receptors? That means the receptors which are activated by adrenaline and noradrenaline are called adrenergic receptors. So the receptor activated by adrenaline molecule and noradrenaline molecule, those are called adrenergic receptors. Let's see the structure of noradrenaline. So this is called noradrenaline and this is called adrenaline molecule. So here these receptors activated by adrenaline molecules, therefore the system is called adrenergic system. The system is called adrenergic system. Here this molecule noradrenaline is a pure neurotransmitter which pass the message from one place to another place, whereas adrenaline is a hormone. This is a neurotransmitter where this molecule is hormone. So here there are different types of adrenergic receptors are present. So let's classify them. So the scientist name is Ahlqvist. Who is that? Ahlqvist. Ahlqvist classified adrenergic receptors as follows. Here adrenergic receptors are classified into two types, alpha adrenergic receptors and beta adrenergic receptors. Again alpha adrenergic receptors classified into two types, alpha 1 adrenergic receptor, alpha 2 adrenergic receptors. Beta adrenergic receptors classified into again two types, so beta 1 and beta 2 adrenergic receptors. Friends, this is classification of adrenergic receptors. Here let's see alpha adrenergic receptors. Okay, here biosynthesis of norepinephrine and epinephrine. So to synthesize these molecules norepinephrine and epinephrine inside the body, we need so L-phenylalanine. The molecule is phenylalanine. So the configuration is a L compound. It is L-phenylalanine. Otherwise you can say S compound. The stereochemistry is S. Here so we are taking tetrahydrobioprotein. The enzyme name is tetrahydrobioprotein. Now this is going to add, this enzyme going to add OH group at this position, then we get this compound. It is called, now you can see this is amino acid which has CH2PH and pH has OH group, that is called tyrosine. The molecule is tyrosine. So now The next we are going to take tyrosine hydroxylase enzyme. This tyrosine hydroxylase going to add another OH group at this position. You see this molecule. So it is called L-DOPA. The molecule is called L-DOPA. So now to this L-DOPA we are adding a enzyme DOPA decarboxylase. The enzyme name is DOPA decarboxylase. This DOPA decarboxylase removes carbon dioxide. So when the carbon dioxide has removed, this compound becomes CH2, NH2. So this molecule, loss of carbon dioxide. So DOPA decarboxylase going to remove carbon dioxide, going to remove carbon dioxide. So this is L-DOPA, where this molecule is called dopamine. This is called dopamine. So now this dopamine is added to an enzyme dopamine beta hydroxylase. Dopamine beta hydroxylase. Now dopamine beta hydroxylase, that is going to add OH group at this position, and the molecule is called norepinephrine, or you can also say noradrenaline or norepinephrine. So now this is again added by an enzyme N-methyl transferase. That means we want to add a methyl group. That's why the enzyme name is N-methyl transferase. So methyl group is added to nitrogen, that is called epinephrine, or you can say adrenaline. So friends, this is the biosynthesis of epinephrine and the norepinephrine. So let's see how these receptors are, alpha adrenergic receptors are inactivating. So inactivation. So inside our body, how the molecules are converting into not activated molecule. Now you see, let's see, this is what is this molecule? Obviously it is called norepinephrine, or you can say noradrenaline. So this noradrenaline by the enzyme monoamino oxidase, you can also say MAO, monoamino oxidase. So this monoamino oxidase convert the NH2 group to COOH group. NH2 group to COOH group. So again this compound, by the action of another enzyme, catechol O-methyl transferase. This is called catechol when two OH groups present on benzene ring at ortho positions, then that is called catechol. So benzene, yes, the benzene has two OH groups at ortho positions, then this is called catechol. Okay. So now what is the enzyme catechol O-methyl transferase? That means it is going to do methylation on this OH. So this is called vanillyl mandelic acid. Vanillyl mandelic acid. Now norepinephrine structure has been changed to vanillyl mandelic acid. So if you want, you can reversely you can also do this reaction. First you take norepinephrine, then you use catechol O-methyl transferase, then OCH3 obtained at OH group. Now you use monoamino oxidase, you get this compound. Okay. So friends, the adrenergic receptor produces compound that is called catecholamines. So whatever the compounds producing from adrenergic system, the adrenergic system producing neurotransmitter, those are called catecholamines. These catecholamines are these are derivatives of catechol and beta amino ethyl side chain. So you can see this is catechol 1,2-NH. So that means beta amino ethyl side chain. So here the biosynthesis of these catecholamines controlled by or regulated by tyrosine hydroxylase enzyme. The biosynthesis of these compound synthesis will be regulated by the enzyme tyrosine hydroxylase. So here metabolism or inactivation, so these are takes place by an enzyme monoamino oxidase catechol O methyl transferase. The synthesis will be controlled by tyrosine hydroxylase. Inactivation or metabolism of these molecules norepinephrine, epinephrine are controlled by an enzymes monoamino oxidase catechol O methyl transferase. The final products are carboxylic acids. The final products are mandelic acids, no? So those mandelic acids are polar because carboxylic acid group is present, therefore easily excreted by urine. So this is removed in urine in the form of vanillin mandelic acid. So now let's see how the drugs are choosing as a target as adrenergic receptors. So here this is the diagram. Okay, so here this is a presynaptic nerve which is giving neurotransmitter, so tyrosine. Okay, this is a postsynaptic nerve. So what are 1, 2, 3? I will show you here. Yes, right. So here you see, right, here tyrosine is biosynthesis converting into adrenaline or noradrenaline. So this is a neurotransmitter, adrenaline or noradrenaline. So here after that the carrier protein, so bringing this neurotransmitter into this storage vessel. Whenever it is required, now this compound, so now neurotransmitter going to interact with the receptor. So when it is interact with receptor, the structure of neurotransmitter, that may be adrenaline or noradrenaline, will be changed, that is called inactivated. So now here, so the scientists prepare the drugs mityrosine, which is acting on biosynthesis of, right, adrenaline or noradrenaline, where reserpine going to attack on storage vessel of neurotransmitter. So mityrosine drug going to attack on biosynthesis of neurotransmitter, whereas reserpine is going to attack on, right, storage vessel of neurotransmitter. So let's see. So drugs acting on biosynthesis of adrenergic receptors. So here friends, let's see, in this example we are going to discuss about structure of mityrosine. So mityrosine, so what is mityrosine? So friends, we need a benzene ring. Okay, the benzene at this position we have OH group. Okay, and here we have CH2, then CH2, here we have C double bond O, OH. Okay, and here at this carbon atom, so we have, right, at this carbon atom we have, right, NH2 group, and bottom side we have CH3 group. So this is the structure of mityrosine, So friends, let's see mityrosine. Okay, so this drug is used to treat overproduction of catecholamines, that may be adrenaline or noradrenaline. In condition, actually it is a anti-cancer drug to treat the pheochromocytoma. It is a tumor. It is called the adrenal tumor cancer. The mityrosine is used to treat overproduction of catecholamines in condition of cancer, that is adrenal tumor called pheochromocytoma. So friends, now let's see the synthesis of biological activity of metyrosine. Okay, this is the compound metyrosine. So first, tyrosine is there. Tyrosine hydroxylase regulate the biosynthesis of neurotransmitter. That's why we are taking tyrosine hydroxylase. So this tyrosine hydroxylase going to add OH group at this position. We give this molecule. This is called metyrroxine. So now this is on reaction with the dopa decarboxylase. This dopa decarboxylase remove this carbon dioxide in form of carboxylic acid in form of carbon dioxide, give alpha methyl dopamine. This alpha methyl dopamine by the enzyme dopamine beta hydroxylase. So this is going to add OH group at this carbon atom and convert into alpha methyl norepinephrine. So in epinephrine there is no methyl group at this position, but here we have a methyl group. So this is a false neurotransmitter. The same enzymes are used in biosynthesis of epinephrine and norepinephrine. So when you give this drug, so all these enzymes convert this molecule into alpha methyl norepinephrine. So norepinephrine, so here norepinephrine, okay, metyrosine. So this is the false neurotransmitter has produced. This is going to be competitive inhibitor for tyrosine hydroxylase and inhibit the production of catecholamines. So now in place of tyrosine, so this metyrosine involved in reaction by the tyrosine hydroxylase enzyme create a false neurotransmitter, thereby it is going to decrease the release of noradrenaline and the adrenaline molecule. So friends, the next compound about drugs affecting on catecholamine release and storage. The drug name is reserpine. So the it is a alkaloid, nitrogen alkaloid. So now let's see the structure, how to draw this structure. Okay, right here first you take benzene. Okay, this benzene is going to fuse by a 5-membered ring with the nitrogen atom, and here you put the another double bond. This is called indole. We know that this is called indole. That's why reserpine is called indole alkaloid. So what we call reserpine is indole alkaloid. So now to this 5-membered ring add another 6-membered ring. Okay, so this place we have a nitrogen, and here we are going to fuse another 6-membered ring, and here again we are going to fuse another 6-membered ring. So now, so on benzene this position we have OCH3 group is present. On benzene there is OCH3 group is present, and here, so here this position we are going to have a methyl ester. We are going to have a methyl ester, C double bond O, OCH3, and here this position we are going to have a gallyl ester. So gallyl ester, that is O C double bond O, Gallic acid is nothing but trimethoxybenzoic acid. So therefore you have to write methoxy groups on the benzene ring, OCH3. Yes, here also we have, so methoxy group, here also we have methoxy group. Okay, so the final one, and this position we have again another methoxy group. So friends, this is the structure of, right, reserpine, an alkaloid. So okay, so what is the use of this reserpine? Reserpine is going to act on storage vessel of neurotransmitter. So here let's see the medicinal use and metabolism of this drug. So it is a antihypertensive agent, but it has some side effects. So that is going to cause depression. What is the role of reserpine? It is a antihypertensive agent. The reserpine is isolated from Rahulfia serpentina plant, and it is used as AHT agent. The drug is used as AHT agent. Here adrenaline and noradrenaline, once they are biosynthesis, then they are carried by carrier protein stored in storage vessel. What happened, friends? The neurotransmitter biosynthesized, then these are carried by carrier proteins, and these are going to stored in storage vessel. From here these molecule will release when their necessity has happened. So now this reserpine going to get the target on this reaction, the storage vessel. So reserpine going to bind with carrier protein, so that is responsible for storage of catecholamines. Now this storage vessel, when it is interact with reserpine, it cannot be mobilized, that means it cannot be moved. So that's why, so here the enzymes will going to convert the molecule to its inactive structure.